Now in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can set up an expression pedal with the HeadRush Looperboard. I'm going to take you through the setup process, and I'm also going to show you what you can actually do and demonstrate the expression pedal in action. So now I'm going to show you how to set up an expression pedal. Now an expression pedal is going to allow you to control individual parameters with a physical pedal. So unlike previously, we would dive into a menu and then we would dive in and actually switch out specific effect settings inside of the effects editor. Well, what we can do is we can actually assign certain effects parameters to an expression pedal and control it with that pedal. Now, the expression pedal I'm going to be using in today's video is the Hotone 3-in-1 expression pedal. So this essentially is a wah pedal, a volume pedal, and also an expression pedal combined into one single guitar effects pedal. This is really cool because of its dual functionality. So today, obviously, we're going to run it in expression pedal mode so it can work with our HeadRush Looperboard. Now, I've got a specific cable to connect this, and it's a balanced TRS jack. So it's just a standard guitar cable, but it has 2 rings on the end of it, and this just essentially allows it to transfer the information required for the expression pedal mode. So I'm just going to plug this in to the output of my expression pedal wah pedal, and then I'm going to plug the other end into the back of the HeadRush Looperboard in the expression pedal port. Now once you're plugged in, you're pretty much ready to rock. We're going to head into this expression pedal assign menu here, and you can see we have the option to assign 4 individual expression pedal parameters. Now, you're going to be blown away by how easy it is to set up an expression pedal assign. So all we have to do is, just like with the effects rack, we just click the plus icon on the rectangle that we want to edit. And right here, this can seem a little bit overwhelming, but when I break it down, it's going to be super simple for you. So this first row here is our effects rack. So if you remember, I set up a vocal effects rack on number 1 and also a guitar effects rack on number 3. So I could dive into either of these effects racks and select specific parameters from those racks to control with my expression pedal. So I'm obviously going to opt for the vocal one so I can demonstrate it with my microphone for you in today's video. But before I do that, let me talk about these second options here. So the second row is track assigned. So for example, we could select track 1, track 2, track 3 or whatever, and we could control the volume. So we could use our expression pedal to turn down the track 1 volume of our loop so we don't have to dive into the mixer menu and start using the touchscreen. We could do this on the fly with our expression pedal, which is also very, very handy indeed. Now the final option, this third row here, is track pan. So we have the option to set up track 1 through to 4 panning on each individual track that we can control with our expression pedal. So for example, once again, we could set up track 1 to be controlled by our expression pedal, and we could control the panning, so left and right, with the expression pedal. Now I'm going to obviously set up the vocal for today, and when we dive into the vocal assign parameter, you can see there's loads of things that we can choose from. Now, if you're getting some value from today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and also check out the link in the video description down below, because this video is taken straight out of my HeadRush Looperboard Ultimate Guide, where I take you through pretty much every single setting on the HeadRush Looperboard so you can get the most out of your loop station. So if you want to learn more about your HeadRush Looperboard, then check out the link in the video description. Now, what you'll notice is each of these correlate back to an individual effect found inside of our effects rack. So you can see we've got our gate, our pitch doubler, delay, reverb, compression, EQ, etc. Now the one I'm going to opt for is the individual reverb mix. So this is the amount of reverb you're hearing, the wet essentially inside of the reverb. So I'm going to go for reverb mix, and I'm going to just simply click assign, and that is it set up. Now we can fine tune this one step further. Now you may notice right here, we have the low and high option, which is a range of 0 all the way through to 100. Now, obviously, when the pedal right now in its current state is fully up, fully back, that is at 0. So 0 reverb mix will be heard. 100% dry, there'll be no wet coming out of our reverb. However, if it's fully down, this will mean the reverb is at 100%. So it's going to be absolutely huge. reverb is going to dominate the mix. Now, what you could do is, let's say you don't specifically want it to go to 100%, you maybe only want it to go to 45%. You could click the number 100 and then take your value encoder and tailor the number to whatever you require and specify the specific number. So for example, 50 or 45, and then just click the encoder in, and there you go. You have refined the effects expression pedal, which is really cool. Now for today, I'm just going to crank it up to 100 so I can demonstrate this, and it's super obvious inside of the tutorial. So I've set that up. Now before I exit out and demo the reverb, I'm going to set up a secondary pedal assign, because obviously we can set up 4 expression pedal assigns, so we may as well utilize them. So let's just repeat the process and head into the vocal option. But this time I want to assign the wet of the delay. So we have delay and then the delay mix. So let's select that and then click assign. So now we have both the reverb mix and the delay mix being controlled by my expression pedal. So when I pick up my microphone and I start talking into it, this will basically take us from 0 reverb and delay to 100% reverb and delay, which is going to be really interesting to demonstrate. So let's try this out. So right now I have got this effect turned on and I'm talking into my dynamic microphone. Now, as you can hear, there is 0 reverb and delay happening right now, and that's because the pedal is fully up. Now, if I increase this and put it down, you can start to hear the delay and reverb gradually increasing, which is really cool and quite a handy little effect. However, there's one problem with this. Now, in my opinion, although it's really cool that we can set up multiple effects and assigns to the expression pedal, the problem is there's no way to separate them. So let's say you only specifically wanted to turn up the reverb with the expression pedal and you didn't want to turn up the delay. Well, because we have both of those assigned to our expression pedal, we don't really have much choice other than to control both of them simultaneously, which is where it becomes quite frustrating. Because let's say... Now don't forget to check out the links in the video description down below if you want to learn more about your Boss RC300 or your HeadRush Looperboard inside of my ultimate guides, where I take you through pretty much every single setting on the 2 loop pedals so you can get the most out of your loop station. But as always, I've been Ben Rollins. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.